Rockpoint 256.
Welcome to a changing world.
Rockpoint 256.
Welcome to another way of thinking.
Rockpoint 256.
Yeah. Believe in yourself and in your heart.
Come with me to Rockpoint.
Hey, discover the rock in you.
Come with me to Rockpoint. Rockpoint.
Rockpoint 256. Discover the rock in you.
You, hey, wait! I'm not carrying the school kids right now. Move out of the way.
Please, mister, we'll be late to get home, please.
It is rush hour, so much traffic, and you don't pay the full fare.
Let them in. Can't you see it is getting dark?
I won't. You can get off if you have a problem.
If she gets out, I'm getting out too. Let the kids in.
Even me, I'll get out.
And me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Come in, all of you. Even you kids get in. Let's go.
Change is me. It's you, it's us. We can make it happen. Twaweza.
Rockpoint 256.
Hey people, welcome to the new month and of course to your favorite radio drama Rockpoint 256. The time when you learn about the best way to support your child in school, you get to learn about the government grant given to schools to support education.
It's also on this program that you learn how and where to go in case you're dissatisfied with the services in your area or the performance of your leaders.
Today, we are listening to the 7th summary of the Rockpoint 256 Season 9 that has just ended. And from the community today, we'll be joined by...
Hi, I am Namleme from Masaka and I'm glad to be here today.
For those who missed our previous episode, we'll just give you a sneak peek. Monday asked the sub-county chief to give him some money to repair the bridge to relieve him from the pressure of the youth, and Peace asked Judith to explain to her what the capitation grant is all about.
John also tested HIV positive. And in today's summary, we take you forward to the time Joanne gave birth at the health center.
Oh my God, she's so cute.
Thank you, Joanne, for such a beautiful baby girl. Just as beautiful as the mother.
Oh, really? Thank you.
I can see you're happy, both of you.
Of course, Sister Aisha.
That's good to see, John.
And all the thanks go to you, sister. Thanks for all the effort. I was so worried.
Why?
Sister, those contractions can be scary.
Up to now, you're not used to them. You surely have gone through this a couple of times.
I know, but I haven't gotten used to them yet.
My husband is such a coward. You should have seen him panic.
Why wouldn't I? When you were biting me every time the contractions got the better of you.
I can only imagine.
Anyhow, my worry was that we could have delayed to get here at the health center. We had challenges getting the car to get us here.
No, you came in time, John. That was good of you to feel so concerned.
I had to.
Not all men do that. Some men don't realize the importance of getting involved and being supportive to their pregnant women.
My husband has really been there for me. I thank God for that.
And your baby looks so well. Do you have a name for her already?
Sister Aisha, Don't even start that war. I and my wife haven't yet agreed on what name to give our daughter. Everyone has his or her own name she or he prefers.
Oh, you better agree on the name of the child because we have to write her name in our birth register.
We shall agree on one before we leave the health center.
Sister Aisha.
Yes?
What did you mean by our baby looks well? Does it mean that she doesn't have HIV?
I mean, she looks well if you look at her, don't you think?
Yes, she does, but...
About having HIV, you can only know that after an HIV test. But with the precautions that we took, and if you continue to follow the advice, there is a likelihood of having an HIV-free baby.
We will do all that it takes, sister.
Good. Have this. It's nevirapine for the baby.
Thank you.
And like we said, you should breastfeed her exclusively for the first 6 months and continue taking your ARVs as advised.
That I will do, sister.
What is nevirapine for?
It's a form of ARVs for the baby.
You are giving ARVs to the baby? Does she have HIV?
Not necessarily. It's a preventive measure.
Oh, you scared me, sister.
Don't FB, please make sure your wife is fed on a balanced diet.
Of course. And the baby?
Like I said, the baby is to be breastfed exclusively for the first 6 months. Joanne, make sure you feed the baby every time she wants.
Trust me on that, Sister Aisha. I will do as advised. Our baby must be safe.
And she will if you do as you promise.
So when do we get to know whether the baby has HIV or not?
You're required to come back here for checkup after 6 days and again after 6 weeks. That's when we'll test the baby for HIV.
I only hope God answers our prayers.
I'm sure He will if you do just as you are advised. It's in your hands now.
John patiently but anxiously waited for the 6 weeks to elapse so that he could find out the HIV status of their baby. He was worried sick that his philandering could lead to a lifelong of HIV for his newborn daughter. He talked to his friend Steve about his worry, and Steve counseled him. This is the importance of friends. When you feel that you've come to the end of your life, there should be a friend to talk to. What do you think?
I couldn't agree more. Friends offer the best support system in any situation. And you know, men, they'll always need one of their peers to talk to. We must also appreciate Joanne for the good job she's doing.
Meanwhile, Joy had started picking up in her studies, and she was now an excited learner to the satisfaction of her parents. And a dysentery outbreak hit Rockpoint, afflicting Ofono among many other people. Meanwhile, Damalie committed a crime that had Peace summoned to the school. Peace went to Foundation Primary School.
What do you people want from me, headmaster?
Please, Peace, calm down.
I calm down? Where do you expect me to get that kind of money?
What money are you referring to?
For buying the school textbook Damalie tore.
Oh, that. You see, it was your daughter's fault.
Mr. Headmaster, you very well know that I'm struggling to complete payment for the building of the latrine. And now this?
I know, but what can I do? Your daughter tore the school textbook.
And I have to pay for it.
Exactly.
Isn't the government supposed to buy books? Aren't you the one who told me that books are bought by the government right here?
That's true. But when a pupil tears a book, she has to pay for it.
Is that fair?
Yes, because we have to maintain our school library.
My daughter told me that she didn't even tear the book.
She did.
No. She said that the book was too old and didn't even have cover pages.
But does that mean that...
In fact, the book was missing many pages at the beginning and at the end.
Peace.
As if that wasn't enough, the pages were loosely held together with strings and chewing gum. Can you imagine that? How can one pay for such a book?
Still, it doesn't give her a right to tear a school textbook. It is also a discipline issue, so stop defending your daughter just for the sake of it.
Don't you think the headmaster should have excused Peace, knowing how much she already struggles financially?
I do not want to agree with you on that. If a school has a system, then that system must be followed. Because, just think about it. While the book Damalie tore might have been worn out and torn, it could have been the only copy that the school had. So either the headmaster was going to fork out money from his pocket to buy it, or he had to make Peace pay for it, because the class probably needed to study from that very book the next day.
Good point there. Moving on, Monday wanted the football pitch to be turned into a state-of-the-art taxi park complex, complete with a shopping mall. He tried to sell the idea to the councillors.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would like us, above everything else, to discuss the issue of the tax park.
What is it about the tax park, Honorable?
Honorable Sylvia, the place where the tax park is located is so small.
I agree.
Yeah, we need a larger space such that we can have a modern tax park with shopping points for travelers.
In that case, we all have to start looking around for suitable spaces.
That's true, Jennifer. In fact, we can agree that by the next meeting, we should each have a suggestion of a possible place.
You know what, Kenneth? I already have an idea.
Let's hear it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Speaker. I have been thinking about a place where football pitch is located.
Not so fast, Monday, sir. Let's do as Honorable Jennifer suggested first.
Come on, councillors. That pitch is strategically located.
And have you thought about the place where we should transfer the pitch to?
That is not important. We can think about a place to relocate to. After all, what is football in the face of development? In fact, some of those shops will create jobs for those redundant youths who are forever playing football at the pitch.
If we are to agree to your suggestion, we need to first survey for a place where we are to relocate the football pitch to, Mr. Chairman. It's only fair such that we do not get resistance from my youth.
We can look at that later, Kenneth.
Not later, Honorable. But before we do anything to the pitch, the youth won't feel too bad if they know that you took them into consideration while making this decision.
What decision is there? To let these boys kick around a ball on weekends or have a place where taxis gather the whole week? Rockpoint is an important junction between Matare border and the city.
The councillors were now fearless and ablaze with confidence. Not even Monday could scare them now. Did you hear them there? And oh boy, did the listeners vent about Monday's actions.
Nyakahigi Aaron had said that surely Monday does not know what he's doing. He kindly requested that the football pitch should not be turned into a tax park. And Asteza Alfred via Facebook said that if possible, the people of Rockpoint should use force to get Monday out of Rockpoint.
We shall not encourage force, but dialogue and legal processes. We wouldn't want any of our listeners to get hurt trying to get what is rightfully theirs.
That's true. And did you know that Monday totally denied having had a hand in the destruction of Blasio's video hall? He even dared Blasio to tell him whether he had ever been anywhere near his business. But when Blasio confronted Jackson, he ran to Monday and threatened to give him up in case Blasio reported the case to police. Monday realized he needed to save face. Listen.
Who is that? How many more people come knocking?
It's me, Blasio.
Oh, Blasio. Please come in.
Good afternoon, Chairman Monday.
Hey, how are you, Blasio?
Hey, what's up, Robert?
I'm easy, man. You are lost.
Robert, please excuse us.
All right. See you later, Blasio.
Okay. You said you wanted to see me.
Yes, I'm glad you came. I thought you might not.
You are right. I almost decided not to come, but anyhow, I am here. What is it?
First have a seat and relax, Blasio. You see, life is not supposed to be lived like that.
Like how?
I mean, we don't need to be fighting one another as if we are animals. In fact, most animals don't.
What are you trying to say, Mandy?
I mean, this animosity between me and you is not necessary. We should be working together.
But Mr. Chairman, that is exactly what we would like to see happen in Rockpoint. In fact, it has been you who is not willing to cooperate.
Don't talk like that, Blasio.
I am being honest. You simply keep provoking us. You wanted to knock me dead the other day.
That was an accident.
Really?
Yes.
What about destroying my chibanda? Was that an accident too?
That is exactly why I had even called you here.
To tell me that you are not responsible for the destruction of my chibanda. I have had that enough times.
Relax, Blasio.
I can't. I am suffering because my business was destroyed.
And I would like to offer you some help.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Because I'm a leader who has my people's interests at heart.
You?
Yes, I am. It is just that you people never take time to understand me. That is why I've been able to lead the people of Rockpoint for all this long. I'm a people's man.
I don't know.
There you are. It's all yours.
What's that?
Cash.
What for?
For you.
For what?
For compensation for your business.
You are paying me off?
I'm doing this because I was not happy to hear that people used my name to destroy your business. I'm innocent of all charges.
But others said you personally ordered my chibanda to be taken down.
On my father's grave, they are lying.
So you are sure you had no hand in this Monday?
Absolutely not.
I can't believe that you...
Blasio, do you want the money or not?
This scene really got our listeners over Blasio's ethical standards.
Ahura Bob was surprised and disappointed that Blasio could take money from Mandy. Mara Jimmy, our ardent listener who updates regularly on Facebook, said that for Blasio to accept money from Mandy is already a barrier to the youth's efforts. He said that those are some of the games politicians play to stay in power.
But do you seriously think that Blasio shouldn't have taken that money?
Honestly, I think Blasio was between a rock and a hard place. Remember that he does not have family or relatives in Rockpoint, and he had been going hungry for some days. He was nearly becoming a destitute after his video hall was demolished. Clearly, he needed the money to replace his video hall, because remember that if he had sued, justice sometimes takes years to arrive.
Meanwhile, Mandy was going ahead with his plan of turning the football pitch into a taxi park.
Hey, Mr. Monday! Did I hear you say you are measuring a football pitch to find out how many taxis can park in here? Are you planning on selling it?
This is none of your business, Blasio. It is about developing Rockpoint village.
And who is that gentleman?
He is my visitor, JB.
Sir, who are you?
I'm a surveyor.
If you know what is good for you, run as fast as your legs can carry you and leave this place. If you don't, we will beat you so badly that you won't be able to recognize yourself.
JB, you have no right to talk to my visitor like that.
Take your visitor to your land. I'm not a football pitch. And you, man, I want to see your back now.
You boys, who do you think you are? Gentlemen, don't mind these young boys. They are just barking dogs.
Mr. Man, let me go. I don't want to bring trouble here.
Yes, go now. And you, Chairman Mandy, explain, like Blasio asked you, why are you measuring the football pitch? And why do you want to know how many taxis fit here?
Now, JB, you should not use that tone of voice with me. Don't forget that I'm your leader. And besides, I can call the police to arrest you now.
Don't threaten us, Mr. Monday. Where are they?
Just do anything you see, and they will be faster than lightning.
This one thinks we are joking, JB. Ofuno, listen, one of you get a rope and we tap this man until he tells us what he's planning to do with our football pitch. Don't think you'll use your powers to step over people like that. We have not committed any crime. Why are you calling the police?
Hello? Osi? Yes, it is me, Mandy. I need some policemen here at the football field immediately. Yeah, there is some commotion here that needs your urgent attention. Yes. Let it be soon.
We shall go to jail, but our field will not be turned into a taxi park.
Be careful, because you regret what you are saying when it is now too late.
But why are you calling the police? Is this field not ours?
You will explain yourself at the police post.
When a latrine was not built at the marketplace, despite the traders' pleas, they decided enough was enough. They forcefully locked Mama Irene's shop to send the councillors a strong message that they would take matters in their own hands if nothing was done.
The traders were over the moon about what their action had yielded when Monday quickly mobilized funds for a pit latrine. So they jubilantly went to reopen Mama Irene's shop. In spite of the new latrine, Mama Irene was in a sour mood because her business stalled for days when it was locked. She was paying the price for being a councillor.
Congratulations, Mama Irene. Now that is what we meant. You deserve another term. So, can I now have my keys back, Mama JB?
Do not be like that, Mama Irene. You know we had good reason why we did what we did.
But you need to agree, Steve, that what you traders did to me was harsh.
We were very frustrated, Mama Irene. We've been trying to get through to you in vain. Did you want someone to die first?
Joanne, I wouldn't want that to happen, of course. But what hurt me was that you people did not realize how hard I tried.
Mama Irene, please, do not be like that. We did this in good faith, and we are happy that the latrine is now under construction. We should all celebrate our effort.
Happy that my business was closed for several days while you worked. Is that it, Stephen?
You have completely missed the point, Mama Irene. We have a latrine under construction. Locking up your shop worked.
We have been asking council to fix that latrine and... Well, you are council.
Steve, you need to understand that it's not easy dealing with Mandy.
He may not be easy, but our threats got you and him to do something. But why do you people wait for us to push you that hard before you do something?
My kids, please. And I guess we can now all get back to our work.
Not so fast, Mama Irene. We now need you to do something about the bridge as well.
Please, do not start on that. Please, I beg you.
Mama Irene, I've just passed on that bridge today. It is a death trap. It is not what you saw last week. The rains are washing away the logs.
But that's not my responsibility. I have lost enough time already. Please let me work.
Please, people, let's first rest before taking up any other issue. We cannot go back to Monday immediately.
Oh, yes, you will, Kenneth. And this time, we will not make empty threats. Tell Mandy that if he finds his business raided and ravaged, we will have done it.
Joanne, since when did you start thinking of mob justice as a way of solving issues?
Because it is what gets results. See what closing Mama Irene's shop and threatening Mandy has delivered to us.
We wouldn't even have had this dysentery outbreak if Mandy had released money soon enough.
But Nora, the bridge needs bigger amounts of money. I don't think the money can be found on short notes.
Who knows? Mandy told us the same thing for the toilet. And the money seems to have come out of nowhere when we threatened.
There must be more money where that came from.
Yes. It must be there.
It must be done soon.
Believe us when we say that there is no money.
Don't think we are children to believe your stories. Where did the money come from suddenly?
Getting the latrine money from Mandy was a problem. How do you expect us to get that for the bridge?
You people know better. All we want is a bridge.
He might even tell us that the bridge is not his responsibility.
See? All of you use the bridge issue to get votes. Now you councillors say it's not your responsibility. Mandy will say it's not his responsibility. Now, whose responsibility is it?
It is a long process.
We need to have that community meeting, Kenneth. We are tired of all these blame games.
Many of our listeners were happy about the traders' action and the fruits of their action. Here, Banamusima Ismail says that the traders should demand for what they want. Chimbugwe Joseph also added that people should stage strikes, riots, and demonstrations in order to show the leaders of Rockpoint that the people they lead need to be served.
I believe the people of Rockpoint have used non-violent means to bring their leaders to realize that they need good services and to be listened to. That is what you should be doing after listening to this energetic youth of Rockpoint.
That's right. Dear listener, please join me in thanking our guest for being with us today.
I'm honored to be part of this show. Thank you too.
I really would love to read a handwritten letter from one of our listeners. Why don't you make us happy and send your letter to Communication for Development Foundation Uganda at PO Box 8734 Kampala, or drop your letter at this radio station.
You know what? Let's put a prize for the first handwritten letter to get to us. Share your thoughts or even some of the things you have done as a result of listening to Rockpoint 256. We have airtime up for grabs for the first 5 handwritten letters to be received or read on the show.
I wish I could write that letter and win some airtime. Well, another way to get to us is by sending an SMS to 0776 256 256. Alternatively, get your phone now and type the letters CDFU, leave a space, and send it to 8888. We shall respond to you promptly.
And of course, for those who are contemporary, the easiest way to reach us is on our Facebook or Twitter pages. Don't forget to call our toll-free hotline on 0800 200 600 to talk to our counselors. Don't forget, these counselors are trained to give you information and referrals on health as well as civic issues such as leadership, justice, land, writing wills, and so much more. Share this number with your friends, neighbor, family, and even spouse. They may want to talk to someone anonymous about a problem. We are always happy to help.
Yeah. Rockpoint 256 is brought to you by Communication for Development Foundation with support from Democratic Governance Facility.
New Heights with clearance from Uganda AIDS Commission and funding from United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
And from Twaweza, Uganda. It takes one person to make change happen. Change ni mimi, ni wewe, ni sisi. Change is me, it's you, it's us.
Well, tune in next week for the last summary before we get into news stories. Bye!
Hey, someone is exposing your unborn child to HIV. Someone is possibly going to pass the virus on to your baby. This is someone you know. Someone close to your unborn child and closer to you. This person could be you.
If you are not tested for HIV, you are putting your unborn child at risk. The moment you get pregnant, go together as a couple for HIV testing and ARV treatment if positive. Attend antenatal care and plan to give birth in a health facility to guarantee that your child is born HIV negative and lives the good life. This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health with support from USAID. A good life starts with good health.
Rockpoint 256. Welcome to a changing world. Rockpoint 256. Welcome to another way of thinking. Rockpoint 256. Believe in yourself and in your heart. Come with me to Rockpoint. Hey, discover the rock in you. Come with me to Rockpoint. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right. You got the body within you. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right. You got the body within you. Rockpoint 256. Rockpoint 256. Come with me to Rockpoint. Come with me to Rockpoint. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right. You got the body within you. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right. You got the body within you. Welcome to a changing world. Rockpoint 256. Welcome to another way of thinking. Rockpoint 256. Believe in yourself and in your heart. Come with me to Rockpoint. Hey, discover the rock in you. Come with me to Rockpoint. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right. You got the body within you. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right. You got the body within you. Rockpoint 256. Rockpoint 256. Come with me to Rockpoint. Come with me to Rockpoint. It's your right, time to be the judge. Smile the rock in you right now. Make a decision, make it right.